Hi everyone, it is a springy Florida day here. The rain is coming down, the flowers are blooming. I know a lot of you are stuck in winter, so I'm not complaining, but it's giving me spring fever. So today we're going to do the perfect beginner's easy UV resin project. In the last video, I made these beginner-friendly epoxy resin coasters with these adorable transfer stickers. Who else loves Highland cows? And in this video, we're going to do another easy project, perfect for beginners, but we're going to be using UV resin and some springtime transfer stickers. You could even paint an image onto your resin. I'm not that good of a painter, so these stickers are great for someone who's not as talented. I'm also going to be using a round open back gold bezel. You can use these for keychains, for necklaces, all kinds of charms. I will link in the description below everywhere I found my items if I have links, and so it'll be really easy for you to find like-kind things. You're also going to need UV resin. I love Counterculture's DIY UV resin, and I'm going to be using a little silicone stick for mixing and spreading my resin. Of course, you'll need a UV lamp to cure your resin. This is my favorite out of the three that I have. You'll also need some tape, a little lighter to pop your bubbles with. And don't forget your protective gear, gloves and a respirator if you need that. So let's begin our project. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some UV resin tape. You can also just use regular old packaging tape too. I'm going to cut enough for 2 pieces. I'm going to make 2 keychains today. And I use the popsicle sticks to put on each side just to give me handlebars, something that my gloved hands won't stick to. Then I place my bezels down firmly, and don't forget to do this extra step. We're going to flip over and burnish the back side. This will really help the resin not leak out from underneath the back. If I've burnished and rubbed the backs really good, I've never had a problem with my resin leaking out. So be sure to take this extra step. It's well worth it. Once that's done, I flip it over and we are ready to pour our first layer of UV resin. It's just going to be a clear coat. I love that these bezels are really deep and thick. It gives us room to play and work and add materials to them. So add in 1 layer. Don't fill it all the way up to the top. You want to just leave enough room to add your sticker and then add more resin layers. I use a stick lighter like you light at the campfire just to pop the bubbles. And then I'm going to cure it for 90 seconds. Once that's nice and cured, we're ready to add our stickers. So I've cut a circle shape out of my sticker, and these are transfer stickers, so you peel it off. It doesn't have to be perfect because they are transfer stickers. It's not like you're going to see the whole thing, and you can cut it to fit however you want. So you can use your fingers, you can use a popsicle stick, you can do whatever you need to press that on there really well. And look how easy these peel up, leaving us with our beautiful image. Aren't these little birds and flowers so cute? I think I'll be making more keychains than I think today. And now it's time to add another coat of UV resin. I'm just going to fill in the top. I'm going to use my silicone stick to make sure I get that resin all the way out to the edges, and then use the lighter to pop any bubbles. And then we go ahead under the UV lamp for another 90 seconds. And remember to leave your UV stick under the light with your pieces, and then you can pop that resin off and it's like new again and reuse it. I do the same thing with my cups, as you'll see later. Those are nice and cured, but I want them domed more than they are, so I'm going to add a third layer of resin. Just rinse and repeat. Make sure you press your resin all the way to the edges, creating a nice dome, and then we'll pop them under the light one more time for 90 seconds and cure them. The more you dome them, the more rounded and three-dimensional they'll look. I noticed after this last cure, I've got a little blemish on one of them. I'm not sure what happened, but I've got a little bubble or bump. So I'm going to take them off of the tape and I'm going to fix this problem. And it's pretty easy. You could sand it down. I'm going to take my razor blade and just scrape it off. And don't worry if things like this happen, because resin's really forgiving and that you can sand it or scrape it off, re-pour, and it'll look like new and nothing ever happened. So if you get a little bubble in there, you can do the same thing. After I get it scraped down flat and cleaned up, I take my alcohol wipes and I clean the surface before pouring another layer to dome it back up. Yeah, it looks perfect. So you never even would know that there was that blemish in there. I love it. All right, now that we've got that done, let's move on to the back, because the sticker did leave the back of our image with white. I don't necessarily want to see the white backing of the sticker. This is a mica pigment you could mix with resin, pour on and cure. You could use color UV resin in white or black if you wanted. And if you're not sure how it might look behind your piece, you could just simply take a white piece of paper or a black piece of paper and hold it up to the cardstock and see how that might look. I do like the white behind there, but I feel like we need a little something else. So I reach into my glitter drawer and find one of my favorite glitters. It's called Glitz and it's by Doris. And look at how beautiful that will look behind there. We're gonna go with the glitter this time. Who am I kidding? I always choose the glitter. So I'm just going to flip them over and prepare them, mix a little bit of glitter with some UV resin, and we're gonna pour it right on the backs and cure it and see how it looks. Let your imagination go wild and just have fun with this. Now I'm just going to pour my glittered UV resin, spread it around. And the second one, I did a little more glitter to hide the white sticker a bit more. You've got to be careful when working with UV resin. UV light needs to be able to penetrate into the resin to cure it, so you can't add too much. But I think this turned out really cute. The glitter left the back filling a little bit rough after it was cured, so I just put a clear coat of resin right over the top of that to give it a really nice glossy smooth surface for anyone who's handling it. Now that my pendants are done, I'm just going to add my keychain findings to them. I will link all of these findings down below for you if you're interested in making them too. And now you're ready to gift, give away, or use your keychains. These would make great charms also for backpacks or purses. UV resin's a really great resin beginner project, and I hope that you find some fun playing with UV resin too. I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Have a great day, everyone, and happy creating!